Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. So we're going to be continuing on with Expedition 33 from Clair Obscur. Um, so last time we had a boss fight, dealt with a guy with a whole bunch of shield, and summoned minions, all that good stuff. Then we kind of ran around the overworld for a little bit, and eventually kind of decided to make camp. Um, my timing in this game is not super great, but I am passing enough, I guess. Because I'm not even really bothering with dodging. I'm only really focused on parrying, just because you actually get something for parrying, whereas dodging you don't really get anything for it. Because whenever you parry, you have the opportunity to do a counterattack, and then if you dodge, you just nullify damage. Parrying also gives you attack points, so that you can actually use like your abilities and stuff. So it actually kind of gives you more of an incentive to try to parry than it is just to dodge. But currently at camp. Alright, so in camps you can rest, converse with your party members. To leave the camp, interact with the bonfire. Alright. Other stuff just like hiding outside around here? Are the lanterns to like ward off whatever paintings? Because I'm assuming like all the bad guys are just like paintings of the paintress. Kind of a big area to be camping in, most likely for all of the different party members you eventually get. Because right now we only have one other party member.
Le continent. J'ai du mal à croire qu'on y soit enfin.
Oui.
Bonne nuit, Gustave.
Definitely need the rest. No level ups. But we're starting to see the kind of the discrepancy here with like the different speeds, the different health pools, different attack powers, even though they both have just the exact same amount of additional points put into that stuff. So next one is 10. So overcharge is fully charged. So if the target is broken by the hit, overcharge is fully charged. Okay, interesting. So with that, if you manage to actually hit the enemy into break status with it, you get to do a fully charged hit. Let's see here. So apply 2 more. Yeah, if the target is marked. So immolation is better if she goes after Gustav, because then Gustav can use like marking shot, and then she can burn him for 2 additional damage. She could also start with the ice, and then Gustav can hit them with the mark, and then she can immolate after that in order to inflict them with 5 things of burn. Also consumes that watermark as well. Then you can hit him with electrify. Interesting, this one requires all 3 of them. Consumes 3 lightning stains to have 0 AP costs, and revives an ally with 30 to 70%. Okay, so it looks like the left tree is all fire stuff, top tree is all healing stuff, the right tree is all earth stuff, down here is all ice stuff. This is all like multi-element, and then this should be all just lightning stuff. Interesting. They do kind of have the tree kind of worked out in a certain way. Alright, well, we should be good to go. Stealth finds a spot where he can be alone. Spend some time writing in his journal. He writes how dangerous the Nevrons are, but how beautiful the continent is. He hopes that one day his apprentices will read everything he wrote.
Pour ceux qui viendront après.
Stealth heads back. I don't even remember what my current objective is. We're heading to go rescue the teenager. Just kind of looked like an enemy, so figured I'd throw an attack out. Okay, then this gives us just a bridge back. Okay. Unlocking shortcuts in the overworld. Supplying waters. Place with all the coral is what they were telling us to go to. Okay, so now we're under the water. Still able to breathe and everything.
La 68. L'expédition d'Élodie.
Tu connais les commandants de chaque expédition?
Expédition 68. Leur bateau a été projeté dans les airs par une tempête. Lumière les a perdus de vue et on a pensé qu'ils s'étaient écrasés.
Et ils ont survécu. Du moins, à la tempête.
Bon, continuons. On a trouvé les étranges coraux. Maelle ne doit plus être loin.
I mean, you can also just like look on their armband. It should have whatever number they're supposed to be. Yep.
Voilà qui devrait aider.
Apply shell when falling below 50% health. Okay. Seems pretty good. Paint cage. Paint cages are rare loot. To unlock the cage, find the 3 locks and shoot them.
Ce sera utile.
Current elixir shard. Okay, so that's going to be our way of increasing the number of elixirs we get between rest spots. Did also get a new Pictos, so Limited isn't fully learned yet. Augmented attack kind of is. Empowering attack also is. But she can get that. SOS shell. Powering attack requires 10. Augmented attack requires 7. Let's trade her dodger for critical burn. Now she has burning shots, critical burn, and SOS shell, so she'll get shell whenever she's below 50%. I could just give her dodger. I might as well. So that's 4 left to 4 luminous left.
Voilà qui devrait aider.
So I haven't seen anything to use my chromas on just yet.
Attends, des névrons. Mais ils ont l'air d'être d'une espèce différente.
Aucune importance. Ils sont entre nous et Maelle.
Well, it's burning now, so... But I can't use ice lance anymore. So I shot it in the face. Marking shot. Alright, Marks is a status effect that increases the next damage received by the character by 50%. Mark only affects 1 instance of damage. Alright, well, now we can try immolation. Because that should consume the work. Alright, level 6 for both. Definitely sounds like an enemy's over here somewhere. Yeah, it's got like, what, 2 of them? Ice lance. Marking shot on this guy.
Faut s'en débarrasser.
Je m'en occupe. Faites attention.
Can't use from fire.
esquive. Une tempête approche.
Alright, cleansing tint and empowered attack. That's good. SOS shell is halfway there.
Ce sera utile.
I go ahead and give him marking shots. Or actually, I'll give him burning shots. And then for her, marking shots. So she can actually apply her own mark before she hits him with the fire attack to give him additional burden. Pretty good to me.
C'est nous. Fais attention.
Dodge. Fantastic. So I guess these are considered flying enemies then? Alright, easy enough. Another level up. SOS shell does also go off.
Ce sera utile.
Il m'a entendu.
Nice. Alright, looks like they got people on the chains too.
Intéressant.
Oh, come on. Yeah. Alright, book that reduces by 20% all the damage
Aucune
received from
marge
this character.
d'erreur.
Oh. Alright, marking shots has been learned. Yeah, so like, turned me to the side before I could hit him with the effect, so... Okay, so that just gives me a full... So, like, the shard doesn't need to be, like, spent, used, or expended. It just turns into another elixir shard, or elixir vial.
Là-bas, une hutte.
Ralentis un peu. Qui sait ce qu'il peut y avoir à l'intérieur?
Alright. Any other little painter pages?
Regarde, il y a une porte.
Ça a l'air vide. Allons-y. Quelqu'un vit ici. Où sommes-nous? On dirait...
Maelle!
Manor. Alright. Kind of in a manner of speaking. Let's see here. 6 points. Well, everything's going up by 1. I guess more vitality, just to kind of give a little bit more staying power. Or also, everything goes up by 1. More agility, because that affects directly the weapon damage. Let's learn some skills. Alright, yeah, probably could use some recovery. Nothing really lives long enough for me to get the electric, fire, and water stains. It also requires me to actively, like, not consume the other stains. This one produces a water, this one will produce a fire. This one does also produce, like, a colorless that can be used for any. But this will consume the water, produce 1 fire. Then I guess this one could be used to produce the lightning and an additional colorless stain, so that I would have the lightning, colorless, so that I could actually use that. So it'd actually just kind of be like a 3-point spin there. Play a second turn. Interesting. We have yet to use any of her earth abilities. Thunderstrike requires 5, whereas Electrify only requires 1. I mean, I could try to make it so that she's a much more efficient attacker. Gain 4 AP if the target is burning, which is good. Let's do Thermal Transfer, just because this is a 2-cost attack. Yeah, we'll replace this one. Just because, this is good for, like, kind of following up with the Earth stuff. So I could use Ice Lance, hit him with the Immolation, which would provide me with a Fire and Color Stain. Use the Electrify. So when I use Electrify, that's going to consume 1 Fire Stain, but generate a colorless and 2 Lightning Stains, which could then be used for another Thermal Transfer. Because Immolation should still be going. It's the hope anyway. Go ahead and rest, recover everything. Painter cages around here. Locked. I'm assuming that these are going to be shortcuts later. Check this side. Alright, nothing I can do here. Open door.
Maelle?
Gustave. Tu es réel? C'est bel et bien ton odeur en tout cas.
Non, c'est... Je suis désolé. J'ai cru... Sur la plage, je t'ai vu et... J'ai pas pu... Je suis désolé, tellement désolé. J'aurais dû... J'aurais dû venir t'aider.
va bien. C'est rien.
J'étais si
On
inquiet.
est en vie.
Comment tu t'es retrouvée là?
Je sais pas. Tout est flou. Je me souviens juste de la plage et... Je me suis réveillée ici. Avec... Avec lui. Il m'a énormément aidé. Il a renforcé tous mes pictos.
Qu'est-ce qu'il est?
Aucune idée. Il ne parle pas vraiment.
La chroma qui l'entoure. Elle est tout à fait différente de celle des névrons.
Oh. Don't even get a journal there. Just kind of throughout the whole cutscene, it was kind of like, yeah, there's a journal right here. Well, let's take a look. Level 5. So she has all of her stats that can be applied, I guess. Marking shots, empowering attack. I can give her something that's just gonna like eat up all of her lumens. Also give her burning shots. Let's give her the SOS shell. And Huntington and Dodger just to kind of have something equipped. Actually, I can take off her marking shots. Give her back to burning shots. And then give her that too. So she's got burning and marking shots. He's got increased attack power. Can also mark as well. I should give her marking shots here. So let's give her augmented attack. Because augmented attack means that now he can put that just as a Lumen's version. Doesn't have to actually have it actively equipped. He still has the empowering attack and the augmented attack. What else does she have equipped? Actually, take this off. Take this off. Move this for marking shots for the SOS shell. She's already got that equipped. That's the cleansing tent. Give that in the alter form and the lumens. He's got absolutely nothing equipped, so give him that. Yes, give him that. So everyone is almost fully equipped. Got SOS shell, SOS shell. She also has SOS shell. Good. So everyone has SOS shell. So if you drop to 50% hit points.
Il y avait un message au niveau de l'arbre indigo.
Sais-tu qui l'a laissé là?
Un message? Peut-être. Non. Je ne sais pas.
Yep. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Skills. Alright, so defensive switch deals low single target damage and applies defenseless for 3 turns. 1 hit. Deals medium single target physical damage, 1 hit. Increases damage to marked targets. Virtuous Stance costs 2 AP, so that reduces it by 3. Switches to Virtuous Stance, so Swift Stride actually switches her over. She's only got 3 skill points. Well, I guess they probably gave her Spark. Deals low single target fire damage, 1 hit. Applies 3 of burning. If she's in offensive stance, it applies 2 more burning. Yeah, I guess we'll take this. This actually sets her up. Wait, no. Switches to Virtuous Stance, yeah. If target is wrong. So, I guess it goes Spark Stance, Swift Stride, Perse. By shell, reducing damage taken to up to 3 allies for 3 turns. Which, guard up actually seems pretty good. But how do I set her into offensive stance? That kind of seems... Yeah, like it... Does she just like start an offensive stance? Let's just give her shell. I guess the thing on the top right just shows what she switches to. Didn't check in here in the middle section at all. Which I guess there's no reason to, so there's nothing here. I don't know why I made a big display of like showing the middle when this wasn't even the way that was for progress. Can I even like go to any of these other doors? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I guess we just gotta fight the dude. Looks like he's blocking our path out of here.
Encore? On vient juste de s'entraîner.
Alright, but this time I have backup.
D'accord, d'accord. Mais cette fois, j'ai des renforts.
Alright, jump. Attacks announced with the jump flare must be jumped. These attacks can't be parried or dodged. Press A to jump. After a jump, you can trigger a counterattack. Alright, it just seems like... No. Alright. Should have been the hole in his face? No. Go with an immolation, I guess. Alright, so Maelle's stances. Maelle's skill changes her battle stance. Defensive takes less damage and gains 1 AP per parry or dodge. Offensive stance deals more damage but takes increased damage. Virtuous stance deals more damage. Deals a lot more damage. Switching to a new stance also provides Maelle with 1 AP. Switch between stances without interruption to maximize your skill's effects. Alright, offensive switch. Maelle's starting skills are offensive switch, spark, and per se. Offensive switch switches Maelle to offensive stance, spark, and per se switches her to defensive stance. Use offensive switch to switch to offensive stance. Defenseless is a debuff that increases by 25% the damage received by the character. Heal myself up a little bit. Consumes fire to generate a light stain. We'll do that. Alright, when Maelle's in an offensive stance, she deals more damage but also takes more damage. At the end of the turn, Maelle will revert to stanceless unless she uses a skill that switches her to a different stance or uses a per base attack. Cast a skill that switches Maelle to defensive stance. An offensive stance spark has an additional effects. It applies more burn stacks to the target, increasing the burn damage it receives. After casting spark, Maelle will switch to defensive stance. Use spark to benefit from its offensive stance effects. So, yeah, I guess that's exactly how I should be doing it. So it starts offensive stance, or offensive switch, spark, and then swift stride. And then into pierce. I pressed the jump button. Wow, she actually reached level 8.
C'était chouette, mais je crois qu'on s'est assez entraîné pour aujourd'hui. Tu pourrais peut-être venir avec nous si tu veux. Si c'est un oui, rejoins-nous au camp, d'accord?
The curator has left. Perhaps he will join you at camp. Alright. Buff there, buff there. A little bit more health too is also good. Also do a little bit more luck. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more luck. Does she have any skills I want her to learn right now? She does not. But can quickly rest. Everything nice and recovered.
On peut retourner au manoir et voir ce qu'on trouve.
Ou alors on peut retourner à l'arbre indigo.
Noko est là d'habitude. Je me demande...
Mais c'est un gestral!
Arrête ça, grosse tête de plumeau. Tu vois pas qu'ils sont humains. Noko en fait toujours des tonnes, mais si vous êtes sympa, il vous échangera des objets utiles contre de la chroma.
Alors les contes sont vrais. Peut-être que les grandis et esquiers existent aussi. Y a-t-il d'autres gestrals comme toi? J'adorerais les rencontrer.
Oh, Noko, gros bêta. Leur village est tout près.
Oh, vraiment?
Lune.
Je sais. On n'a pas le temps de faire un détour.
Oui, on doit atteindre la peintresse.
Tu dis qu'il y a une autre mer entre ici et la peintresse?
Noko, toi qui es le meilleur marchand gestral, tu dois bien avoir une solution, non? Allez, tête de plumeau, je sais que tu sais.
Bien, tu pourras rencontrer d'autres gestrales.
Alright, merchants. Gestalt merchants travel across the world offering rare and powerful artifacts in exchange for chroma. However, their most powerful items are reserved only for the mightiest rulers. Impress the merchant by defeating them in a duel to access their secret inventory. Okay. Ah, here he is. Fight the merchant. Chroma Catalyst can be used at camp to upgrade weapons to level 3. Can be consumed to give additional Lumina points to a character. I guess we can try the fight. ahead and apply a powerful, I guess.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
Definitely missing out on that damage there. Okay, I was not prepared for a secondary attack. There we go. Finally got the counter off. Yep, he also needed the additional experience. Exposing attack. Base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. That's actually really good for our new character, Maelle. And I just buy everything.
Ce sera utile.
Alright, additional promo. Now we got some new Pictos, Maelle. We have a fully empty Picto slot, so when you get exposing attack, gives you the ability to hit people with defenseless just by attacking them. Right there. Do more defense or better critical hit rate. I think I'll just go with more defense. Critical hit rate is good, but being able to survive long enough to get crits is probably better.
Ce névron mort. Qui a bien pu faire ça?
À ton avis?
Donc, tu n'es pas seulement resté dans ton manoir.
That doesn't look good.
On dirait qu'on a retrouvé le bateau de l'expédition 68.
Un passage permet de le traverser.
Cette encre ne semble pas avoir été fabriquée par des humains. Une tempête approche.
Glace, brise-toi!
Alright. So, Powerless is a debuff that reduces the character's damage by 20%.
Faites attention.
Laisse-moi t'aider.
next spar because we're in offensive zone. Alright. William has gone up to level 3. She got a level up. Nice. Oh, now level 6. Oh, that guy is definitely going to jump down. Actually, how much is it to... If I can get one shot off? I want to powerful everybody.
Finesse et grâce.
Okay, I just need to do a shot. Nope. Oh, I wanted to get out of it, not fire an empty shot into nothing.
Bataille
1,044 damage. Another recoat. Nope, no one can jump up that high. Alright.
Ce sera utile.
Another recoat. Friendly. What's this Neveron doing? Doesn't seem threatening. Swinging its metal chains. Doesn't usually carry a blind with it. What if we were to give it one? Leave it for now and see about possibly giving it a blind. Alright, I'm guessing I can't really advance that way. Might need to advance a little bit further in. in order to get the mine that he's looking for. Oh, no, I can just jump over this. It's just the fail state is down here. Okay. I can dash and jump. There we go.
Intéressant.
There we go. Got ourselves an intact mine. Now let's go and give it to this guy. Hey, hold this. Whoa.
Il a parlé?
Nice, we got a new weapon for Loon. Lightning skills cost 1 AP less at level 4. And 20% increase lightning damage at level 10. Start the battle with 1 fire stain. Interesting. Or that. Yeah. Give her an upgrade. Why not? Yep, I'm guaranteeing this guy's gonna jump down. Alright, well, we'll go ahead before we fight that guy. We'll call it there for today. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose. You can also catch me while I'm streaming. Normally when I stream during the week, I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays from 7 to 11, Fridays from 2 to 6, and Saturdays from 1 to 6. You can catch me playing a new game for Wednesday and Thursday, because we just finished, we probably finished Fallout 3 last time, but Fridays we're doing Neverwinter Nights 2, and Saturdays we're doing Mass Effect Legendary Edition on Insanity. If any of that stuff sounds like fun or interesting, feel free to just jump in, just say hello, all that kind of good stuff. Really appreciate anyone that comes in, chats, or anything like that. But thank you all for watching. Have a good night.